It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? I'm headed up to the store to grab something to drink. Now, my wife was very clear as I walked out of the house. She said, "Hey, I made stuff to drink, so you don't have to buy soda." But there's that word, have to. I don't have to, of course not. I just want to. So I'll probably just grab a personal soda, seeing as how she made it very clear that there was no need for, a larger one. So I'll probably just grab one for me. This is basically to go get money out the machine because I have fallen into the habit again of I done had some weed and I dig it. Also, fun fact, I got a call today. If you remember last week, I had to go and there was a class, but it was less a class and more orientation. I did fingerprints for my job and filled out paperwork so they could do the in-depth background check. So I got a call from a lady today who told me that in order to move forward with whatever the process is, I don't begin to understand it. I'm not going to pretend like I do. But in order to move forward with the process, I needed to file my 2016 taxes. Now, I know for a fact that I filed my taxes in 2016 because we had just started working at G4S. Now, if she means filed in 2016, which would be my 2015 taxes, I'm sure I did that because we were living off of that. And if she means I filed my 2016 taxes in 2017, oh, I absolutely did. Because that was the first time I had been working with Regional Transit and was able to file taxes under them. So I remember getting a nice refund back from that. So she told me that I needed to do that, and it seemed odd to me. Like, at first I was just going to completely dismiss her, like, whatever. But when she told me it was for my current employer, it's like, shit, well, guess I got to look into it. So I decided to look into it. But in the time it took me to say, yeah, great, I'll look into it, she was like, hey, I'm looking at this, and according to this, you didn't make enough under the threshold for them to be concerned about you, because in October of 2016, I really only worked the tail end of September, technically, like a couple of days in September, then October, November, December. So I was really only with the company for about 3.5 months before I filed. So I did not meet the threshold of how much money was made. So it didn't matter. According to them, what held it up was that at the time, both Asia and I were working at BF Outlet. So, and I filed joint, like I always do. And we included her income, because why the fuck not? And it looked as though we had made more than we did because I filed joint. She was like, this doesn't pertain to your wife. This is more about you and what you made. So I'm just going to put through that you're compliant. I was like, to be very clear, so should I look for these papers? She said, if you find them, cool. But if you don't, it's no big deal. I'm going to push you through as compliant. So, whatever, I guess. I didn't know what any of that meant, but apparently I'm on track. I think this means, I think this means that I'm closer to the state gig than I thought. And they're going to end up giving me my DHA office like I asked. I'm very happy about that. Oh, what'll be great about it is that it's literally right up the street. But anyway, I'm pretty much here at the store now. Pull some money out so that I can support my weed habit. And Oh, and I gotta buy a stamp because I got birthday cards to mail out. So, deuces.